Hey guys, Shashideen, the AI Operations Analyst here. In today's video, we're going to be going over this inquiry that I found within an AI community. Does anyone have recommendations on hiring someone to set up client onboarding automations? I currently use TidyCal, SendFox, Dropbox, and Google Calendar. Cool. So this person, Cheryl, boy or girl, not sure, is experiencing a client onboarding problem, which is after a purchase is made. So the main thing that matters with client onboarding is over exceeding expectations that were initially set during the sales conversation. So typically, intimacy is very important. And so with automations, it does technically take away the intimacy of the fulfillment that you're doing. But if you can over exceed expectations with your delivery, you should be good to go. However, in order to automate the client onboarding process, you first need to know what a good onboarding process looks like before you can automate it, right? And I'm not sure how he's using these tools here for an onboarding process. Maybe he's selling a course and he's putting the course videos on a Dropbox or whatever. Not sure what he's trying to say here, but the premise of onboarding is to oversee expectations with your delivery, right? And so in order to go from humanization to automation, you'd first need to master a humanized system for client onboarding, right? Because you need to know what it actually looks like to over exceed expectations, because you won't get it right the first time or the second time or the third time, right? Unless you've ran multiple businesses beforehand. And so when you screw up the first few times, you're able to get customer feedback and ask the customer or the client, like, hey, like, what were you expecting, or what would you change about this delivery process, right? And that feedback is what you want to listen to instead of assumptions and predictions on what could be, right? Actually listening to your customers and clients. So you survey them, you interview them, and you say, hey, I understand that you want to unsubscribe, or I understand you want to get your refund. As we've mentioned before, we have a 2-week refund policy or 1-month refund policy, however long you want to make a refund policy there, to make it a win-win for yourself and the client to come in and pay money and see what results they're getting. And if they're getting result market fit, they're not going to ask for a refund, obviously, where the results they're getting is giving them an ROI on their time, effort, or money, right? Either they're saving money or making money from your delivery. And onboarding wise, if you're selling a DIY, which is pretty much a course or an ebook or whatever, it can be a physical book as well, then it's not very intimate, but results still matter, right? So you can definitely automate that very easily from the get-go, right? But information is getting more and more commoditized over time. And the reason for that is majorly because of AI. You can get your questions answered in the snap of a finger, right? And it might not be the most optimum answer ever, but people are building AI assistants that are specialized in specific fields. So if you have a specific question about sales, you might not ask ChatGPT, but you might go and find a sales AI assistant to ask that question, where this specific software has a custom LLM, maybe with a combination of multiple APIs to solve for that problem, right? So this is a very easy answer to this question, which is humanize before you automate. And if you're selling a course or a DIY of some sort, I would switch off of it because it's not very scalable. It's not very scalable. You want to give away the DIY and you want to sell a done with you, done for you, especially if you want to build enterprise value. If you're here for the long game, and you plan on just being the face of the brand, essentially, then you can definitely sell a DIY if you're really experiencing problems that know that a lot of people are experiencing but have not solved yet, then yes, you can give this away for sure. Depending on the topic, it has to be a very niched new topic that has not been solved yet. Because again, people can solve problems very easily using AI. If it's a health problem, man, you definitely don't want to sell a DIY. It just makes no sense at all, right? But yeah, you guys get the premise there. Uh, it's just a lot easier just actually building a real product than selling a DIY. Way better. If you're looking to sell something low fulfillment, then what you can do is you can offer community as a service, optimization as a service, consulting as a service. These are essentially done with you solutions, right? Community helps with churn rate and is pretty much a done with you, right? And then optimization, you're still tweaking a few things, so it's pretty much a done for you solution. And then as for consulting, that's a done with you solution, right? So really think about it. There's a lot better, there's much better ways than putting out some videos and making some ebook and that being it, right? Because again, information is getting commoditized. So really think about it. Really think about it. Don't just take the easy way. Low fulfillment works, for example, consulting, community, and optimization, once you've really become an expert. Once you've actually become an expert, then you can actually go the low fulfillment route. But until then, you will see the most successful people usually start with a crazy amount of fulfillment. Done for you, done with you. Because it actually is a level up in skill to sell low fulfillment products. It is. It's harder to do. You have to be a much better marketer. You have to be better at acquiring attention, building relationships, building trust, getting data from your audience to solve the problems for. It's a lot harder. It is a level up in skill. Anyway, I hope you guys found this valuable. If you did and you want to see more of me on your home feed, hit that subscribe button. Take care.